and welcome to Charmed Intentions, the enchanted spiritual space where we practice magic and bring about our desired outcomes and reality. For today's spell, we're going to be doing a make your move spell. Okay, this is going to get your person to take action, confess their feelings, come towards you. This can be programmed for, secret admirers. If you're feeling people in your energy, but they peeping and they ain't speaking, this can be used for that. This could also be used for any movement that you need, and you'll see how with the nature of the spell. It's really, really good to create movement just period. But we're going to kind of program it for more in the realm of love and getting someone to take action today. But I'll tell you during the spell how you can program it for literally anything else. So this is going to be an indoor four-corner spell to make your person of interest act on their romantic feelings and entice them with your magnetic aura and create romantic feelings there as well. This is going to essentially get them to make a move towards you, whatever that means in your situation, and basically bring progress, get things moving, and continue that journey. So we're going to create that magnetic force to draw them towards you and intensify their interest, their desire, all that good stuff. So my Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, a candle burned on my altar, my personal custom spell work, that is where you can find that. And other than that, we're going to get started. So for this spell, you will need a candle. I'm going to use a tea light, and this is the candle that I would recommend going with for this spell specifically, and you'll see why once everything is set up. You'll need a tea light. You'll need some tape. Just clear tape is fine. You'll need some thread. So mine just came in a 3-pack. I've literally had this for years. It came with so much and it's just so useful. But you can literally, if you have like one of those $1 sewing kits, you can use some of your thread from there. Like use whatever thread or, whatever you have for that. You're going to need some water. So I have water in this little glass here. Water. You're going to need some dirt. So this is a four-corner spell. So we're going to be activating north, south, east, west, and we're using the elements to empower our spell and also to connect with those directions. So all these things you can find super, super easily. You'll need some dirt. This literally just came out of my yard. You'll need a lighter. And you'll need an incense, and this is going to help us correspond with the air element. So I'm using Come To Me incense by Hem Incense, which is why I love them so much, because they're already imbued with the herbs and the oils that correspond with the purpose of the incense. So it's really a quantum leap. It can make it so you don't have to use all of those herbs and oils if you're using incense, because they're already worked in with the things that correspond with the intention. So it's perfect. I'm using Come To Me, but you can also use whatever you're going to be doing this for. So say you are trying to get movement on an application, you could do like a success incense or a new home incense, whatever corresponds to what you're doing. But actually any incense is fine, because we're mainly using it to connect to that air element. But two for the price of one, really, when you use a corresponding incense. If you have one that corresponds, even better. If you don't, literally fine. So that is everything that we need. Those are all of our materials. So let's open this space with our opening invocation, and that is just: sacred space, now come to be, blessed with light and energy. Magic stirs and flows through me. So mote it be. So mote it be. So for today's spell, like I said, we're doing a four-corner spell. We're going to be working it with north, south, east, and west. And basically, we're going to do an indoor four-corner spell. So we're going to activate these elements exactly where we are. And let's get started with that now. So first, go ahead and take your thread. And we're going to use this thread to connect the four directions. So you'll need a piece that goes this way and a piece that goes this way. And that's why we have the tape here, so we can tape down the thread. So let me remove everything temporarily so I can set up our cross point. And crosses are very powerful. A cross is a manifestation point. In the cross, that is where You have life, that is where things are created. That is also where certain things end. So this is a great place for manifestation. When you want to go from not having something to having something, or not being where you want to being where you want to be, it'll put an end to the way that this situation is now, and it'll also simultaneously bring about the circumstance that you want. So crosses are so powerful in magic. So is working with all four corners, every single element in my spells. And you can go ahead and do this with me while I'm just yapping and getting things set up. Every single element in my spell work is with an intention. Every little thing. We don't always have time to get into every little meaning and every little uses, but best believe every single aspect of my spell work is done with intention, with a reason. So I just got one piece of thread going long ways. Now I'm going to do one more going the other way. So you can go ahead and set this up as well. And this is something really, really cool to literally just keep on your altar. As this gains power through you practicing magic in this spell, it becomes a portal. And I'm not even joking. It's actually funny. It's one of those like jokes on us moments when we realize how powerful the most simple techniques are after we've evolved and we added all these extra additions. And it's like crazy when you realize, you know, you don't actually need any of that. Like you can create a powerful portal through practicing magic in exactly the same point over and over and over again. Cha! Very, very good stuff. So this is a good one to keep on your altar space if you have anywhere to put this. But this is also cool if you can't do that, because this can easily be taken apart, redone. Very cheap materials. And that's basically what you're going to do. North, south, east, west. You're just going to make that cross with that thread. So now we have the point in the middle, and now we're going to use our elements to set everything up. I actually did not bring an incense holder in here, so let me go get one. All right, so I got my incense holder, so let's set up the elements. So for north, we're going to be using the earth element, so that is where we're going to put our dirt. Let me put my little incense holder here. East is going to be synonymous with air. That's where we're going to place our incense. So I'm going to take my Come To Me incense, and I'm going to set it right in there. Go ahead and do that. Perfect. All right, so south is going to be fire. So that's where we're going to put our lighter. Now we do also have a candle here. So the candle is also going to be synonymous with fire, active fire. Our tea light candle is going to go in the middle. And then we're going to put our water. That corresponds with west. So we're going to put that right there, and then our tea light goes in the middle. So you have successfully created that four corners. Literally, this spell gets amplified with all the elements. We have the dirt here for earth. We have the incense here for air. We have our lighter, and our candle will also be synonymous with fire. And then we have our water for the water element, and that will be on the west. So we've literally created a manifestation point across and a portal for magic. So now that you got that all set up, we can go ahead and state our intention. So let's go ahead and state exactly what we're looking for. At this time, you're going to speak from the heart exactly what it is that you want. This is also a good time to write a petition. We're not going to write a petition for this spell. This is already so powerful. Your vocal cords literally vibrate every time you speak. So you're quite literally sending out that vibration right on top of this portal. You do not need to write a petition. However, if you're someone who likes to make sure every thought is out there, your guides, the elements, they know what you're looking for, and it's going to give you peace of mind, go ahead and write that petition. It's not going to hurt it. If anything, it's a good thing, but it's just really not needed because we already have so much going on empowering this spell. So go ahead and think about what it is that you want, and we're just going to speak that from the heart over this candle. All right, let's light our candle. And I'm going to say a specific invocation over this. You should repeat this specific invocation. And then if you have something else you want to add on the end of it, or even if you want to replace it, that is okay. But I'm going to state a specific invocation that calls in all the elementals, which is why it's really powerful to say when we're doing this. And then you can add what you want specifically if you want to add something else at the end. Okay. That is, by earth, air, fire, and sea, I call on the elements to work with me. From roots below to sky above, bring my person forward with passion's love. They take action and we evolve, closer together with confident resolve. Make them move and change our situation. Bring us together in the same vibration. Magnetic force, my aura strong. Draw them to me where they belong. And go ahead and light your incense as well. Do that now. And literally that is it. That is all. We already have our tea light candle burning. You can inscribe like your name, your date of birth into the tea light as well. That is totally fine. That is even better. And like I said, if you want to write a petition, you would have already done that, and you can just put that right underneath your tea light. That'll be totally fine. And literally, once you do that, it's just about allowing these to burn through. Let your incense fully burn through, let your tea light candle fully burn through. And once you have done that, the work is done. So let's say our closing invocation now to complete our request. And that is, the gate closes, the spell is spun, my work is done, the magic won. With love and light, I set it free. So done it is, so mote it be. You can throw away the used material once your candle has done burning. It is okay to dispose of it when it's done. You can literally just release it back to Mother Earth. For your incense, even though it is wood and biodegradable, you can't put that outside. But me personally, I'd probably, go ahead and recycle that. But literally, whatever way is fine. Your lighter, of course, you'll keep, but you can release the dirt and the water and even the incense back to the earth once that is done. Or you can keep it here, especially if you have an altar space you can work out of, and you can always have this up without anything. Then go ahead and leave it, and you can use this literally to amplify whenever you need movement. Write a different petition or speak out loud, whatever you're looking for at that time, and light a new candle. This is something that gains power over time, and I'm so glad I got to share this today. So our work is complete. I hope you enjoyed this Make Your Move spell to make them take action, bring about that attraction. Let us know what you're seeing. Let us know how your situation is changing and how people are taking action towards you, expected and unexpected. We want to hear it all. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, custom spell work, manifestation candles, all of that is over there, and I will see you in the next one. So mote it be.